When we were kids, you and I, they said, up in the sky lives, revered, a man with a big white beard. I saw an old man with a beard, sitting on the ground near the docks, wearing nothing but a vacant stare and white knee-high socks and a pair of red briefs. As he rocked back and forth, I glanced at the emptiness clasped in his hands and I thought, what does God look like in his underpants? God's undies are printed with cosmic designs, shooting stars, supernovas, and zodiac signs, divinities, trinities, Mozart quartets, and music of galaxies as yet unwritten, and infinite sparkles light up heaven-smitten. Then the Big Bang goes off with a thunderous crack, and everything flees the black hole at the back. They say that at night, when God gets up to go to the loo, sometimes one of his miracles slips into view. Those who make God a man with a silly white beard, who enjoys being loved, but he loves being feared, an irascible pedant addicted to rules who would make you remember the bullies at school and think they were nice, they who paint God this way, who get up in your face and they say, hell will burn us, like they care, but I think they'd cast us in the furnace and they wouldn't think twice if they thought it would get them to paradise. And they preach, coming up with excuses for tyrants, or they check people's knickers to see what's inside them before they can go to the ladies or gents. And if you complain that it doesn't make sense, they'll hold up their scripture to cover their hate, every verse like a fig leaf in flimsy defense, and I think they must know that the logic is thin, and it's like they're trying to hide their own sin in God's underpants. They who see God like this are as human as I am, just as lost and bewildered and anxious and trying to fill a chaotic existence with meaning, which is why they've created a God in their image who looks just like the man on the ground by the docks, in his pair of red briefs and his ludicrous socks, who is rocking and groaning his face to his knees, saying no God at all is better than this. Because if God doesn't smile and he can't show compassion and he throws us the scraps of his love like it's rationed, but you won't get a shred if you're skinny and sunburnt because he thinks if you need it, you do not deserve it, then God shouldn't exist and there isn't a plan. There is nothing, he says, to the palms of his hands. And the drunk who hangs out every day by the sea, he says, mate, you're having a worse day than me. I know it's half empty, but it's all that I've got. So take it, and stretches his arm out. The old man looks up at the beer in surprise. And he laughs. And he laughs. And the sea and the sky and the gulls and the boats run aground in the mud. They all laugh as though God has been caught with his pants down.